cases, Mark, after Bristol Rovers. Mark, thoughts on that?
Really good workout. You know, this was going to be always going to be a really competitive game. You know, Bristol Rovers shouldn't be in the position they're in, and they're going to do all they can to get out of that league. Talking to Darryl before the game, we knew he was going to use the 14 probably players that he's experienced players that he's got, and we were going to do the same. You know, we've talked to the younger boys who played at Evesham Saturday, and we've told them that we just need to work on a couple of things with them. So they trained really hard with Ian Hutton and Sean this morning, because we need to concentrate on the probably 13 or 14 that we've got in and around it. Their time will come. Their time will come sooner than they think, but we just want to get some groundwork into them. But no, I was pleased. One or two knocks that we could have done without, but nothing too serious, and a really good workout with some, you know, some important players for us, playing 90 minutes already. So
lovely finish from Byron to finish off a strong performance.
I feel what he was outstanding again. You know, got better and better. You know, I look on my, I've got a sheet in my pocket where I was probably taking him off after 70. I gave him a little Byron, and he thumbs up. Now leave me on, and he got his rewards. A great finish. Could have had a couple more. He's a big, strong boy for us at the minute, and doing ever so well.
Overall, you're quite pleased with the way the shape of the team's developing?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're putting into place the building blocks for the rest of this, you know, for the season, for the weeks ahead and the months ahead. You know, nothing's certain yet, but the work rate, the attitude, their application is really pleasing. Some of the football we've played has been pretty pleasing. I think the supporters want to see us playing decent stuff, and we're trying. You know, there's more to come. You know, in terms of fitness and goal threat. But the work that they're putting in, we worked really hard yesterday. We had a double session yesterday, and worked their socks off. So they're always going to be a little bit fatigued today, but that's what we want. We want them to be blowing, and really good today.
Concerted effort seems to keep the ball moving, to pass it and just keep the ball moving,
yeah.
and keep the tempo
Yeah,
up.
that's what we want to do. You know, to be fair, we've always tried to do that. Last year probably didn't have a great deal of success at doing it, but you know, before that we've done it. The year before that, we always tried to, but always have that potent threat up front. And I think with Andy, Byron, and Terry, I think you've always got that. But like I said, that sharpness, that cutting edge at the top end of the pitch will invariably come a little bit later when the sharpness and the shorter stuff's been done in training.
A few knocks tonight with Steve Elliott, Terry
Stevie just said he overstretched. Stevie said he overstretched, and just it was a precautionary one. There's no point in playing. You know, Jack's come in and done a good job, and we could have a look at what he was about. But I think Stevie's fine, to be honest. Just making sure that there was no reaction. Terry was a bit disappointed that he got a boot after the whistle had gone, and his ankle came up a little bit. The doc had a look at it at half time, I think, and said it's not too bad. And Blackie have put just a wholehearted challenge from the two lads, and you know it happens, and he took a whack, but that's all it was.
Lee Vaughan's worn the armband for the first two games. Is that something going forward?
Don't know. I've got one in mind that listen. These are great. I love Lee. He's energetic. He's enthusiastic. He's going to be a really good player for us. I think he did some really good things tonight, and I think he's just desperate to impress people, and that's infectious sometimes. But also there's times he's got to just put his foot on it. You know, we were talking on the bench the last 10 minutes, and he plays at 100 miles an hour. You know, he's wholehearted, he's committed, and that's what we need. And if he's the captain, he's the captain. But we'll see. I've got a couple who I'm hopefully bringing in at some stage. One of them particularly has got captain material written all over him. So we'll see if I can get him, and then if he wants to wear the armband. But I'm more than happy with Lee. I want 11 captains out there, and that's what we've been working on. Sean's sessions have been about having a voice. You know, we talked about wanting to be able to learn this year and be able to talk amongst ourselves openly and in a way that we can improve from, and talking on the pitch is massive.
Another one, Jason Taylor. I mean, he came in, did really well tonight.
Yeah.
Situation with him. How's it?
When we came in on the 1st of July, you know, he was in with the boys for the first 3 days. Came in the 1st of July, get on with it. You know, clean slate. You know, we've only got a small squad, and you know, although we put him on the transfer list, you know, we still knew he was a good player. And I'm more than happy to, you know, to just see where we go with it. I'm not in any rush to get rid of Jason Taylor. He's been superb pre-season, and like I said, we've got a little bit of experience in there, and I think he'll help the boys. So long may it continue.
Attitude's been good.
Attitude's been fantastic. His attitude's never been in question, to be honest. I think he's just been disappointed. Like last year, like us all, it didn't work as well as we wanted, and maybe he took the brunt of it at times from all quarters. So, as I said, fresh slate, and he can, you know, he's an organiser, he's a talker, he's a breaker upper, and does an effective job in there for us.
You let a few trialists go.
Yeah.
What were the thinking behind that? And you've kept a few on.
I didn't want to waste their time any longer. They did, you know, they gave everything for us, but realistically, wasn't going to take them on. You know, no Duncan Cully, raw, but there's something there. But unfortunately, he's not going to impose himself on the team for me straight away, and we'll have to let that one go. Andre the same, you know. Jermaine Hilton, one that we need to keep an eye on, and Kieran, decent technically, got a pass in him. We saw that on Saturday, but I'm just not sure. I wasn't sure how he get into my team and stay there ahead of those three. Anxie pushing them, so we just decided to, rather than waste people's time, we don't, you know, it was only fair. So we've at the minute we've got Jack Damon, who's going to be down for another week at least, and we'll see where we go with that. And Amari, Sterling James, yeah, good, you know, I've seen Amari around for a couple of years. He's not really been given the opportunity. I've liked what I've seen. We liked what we saw. Obviously, on Saturday he came on and looked effective. We wanted to see if he could be as effective against, you know, a decent opposition at our home pitch, and I thought he performed admirably tonight.
Will he have another look?
He'll have another. Yeah, we talked about just, you know, him and Jack staying down for another week, and we'll sort of go from there. We go away next Monday to Woodbury Park, and we'll see where we take it. Would
you like to have more of the squad sorted out by the time you go?
I'd like to have the whole squad, but listen, it's not going to happen. I'm away down the line with a couple of players in a couple of positions, but at the minute the ones I want are just taking a little bit of time. I've had a couple of good conversations, but just, as I say, I haven't got anything over the line. I'm doing my best, but it's just important that we concentrate on what we've got. Keep getting the work into them on the training ground, and keep getting the work into them in these games. And you know, having such a small squad, and will certainly help us at the minute get fitness, and we want to hit the ground running.
And what's the Jamie Curtin situation at the moment?
Don't know. There's not a great deal to say. He didn't come in training yesterday. He texted me this morning just to apologise. I'll speak to him tomorrow and we'll see where we are from that. I don't know where I am with it.
So it may not happen?
Yeah, it was never a certainty, but we'll just see.
Have you decided if you want it to happen yet or not? I mean, do you want to sign him, or is he deciding whether he wants to come here?
I offered him something the other day, but I need people who are, not that he's not committed, but I needed people who are going to be around. We've had whether it's miscommunication or what, you know, he wasn't in yesterday, so he wasn't going to play tonight. I need to listen. He's got a few things to consider. You know, we've not offered him the money we were paying him last year, by any stretch of the imagination. So he's got a few things. So it's not out. It's not, you know, not something that's not going to happen. He needs to be right in his thinking that he wants to do it. He can do it, and you know, he's still got. There's still a good chance it'll happen. But you know, it weren't right for him to get, you know, for not to turn up for training yesterday. And it was a mix-up between me and him, and then play today, you know. So hopefully he'll be in Thursday. for a proper day's training, and then maybe play some part Friday.
Yeah, with the ones that you're waiting on, how far are you willing to let it go? Because obviously you want to get the squad together.
Listen, I'm all right. I know the 2 that I'm after are probably training with their own. Well, 3 that I'm after are training with their own club, so it's not an issue. They're getting pre-season training in somewhere else. It's not as if they're training in the park by themselves or in the gym, because that leaves you behind people. They're with their own clubs. They're getting themselves as fit as they can, and just like I say, one's got a year left on his contract, and we're just waiting to see if we can make it happen. We're doing all we can, but we'll just have to see.
Yeah, and the other one's loans, are they all?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly, yeah. One's been in at a club at a higher level on trial, having a look at. One's at another Premier League club, and we're just waiting to see if and when we can get him out, and when we can.
Are you looking for another midfielder, or is it not really a priority at the moment?
It's not a priority right this moment. I'm looking for an attacker, a wide player. I'm going to make my mind up on my second keeper. I need a defender, and possibly 2 defenders.
Yeah, could Demon be?
Yeah, possibly.
He can play in a couple of different positions.
He can play right back. He can play centre back. He's obviously on our thoughts that we've kept him a little bit longer. I think his attitude's spot on. His attitude's been brilliant, and he's adaptable, and that's what we might need that. So I've just got to make sure I get it right, and like I say, we'll make firm decisions probably after the weekend.
Yeah. Cheers, Matt.
All right.
Thank you.